Hey, good afternoon. How y'all doing today? Good, I hope and pray. I'm going to dismantle this video game. This is a Target TerraGo video game. So in my quest to scrap metal, I'm going to scrap some metal out of this video game. It basically nothing but a picture TV tube in here. It's got some metal holding the tube up here this high, but the majority of this video game cabinet, knock on wood, is pretty much a lot of wood. But I'm going to videotape this and show you how to break this thing down. I know this is not something that anybody can just pick up off the sidewalk, but I've got a good connection with a company that work on these things, and when they don't need them anymore, they call me to come pick them up and I scrap them. I got this one here and I got one over in my trailer to the side. I may have broken down about 4 or 5 thus far since I've had this relationship with this company, and definitely get some scrap metal out of this. So enjoy the show. All right, let me show you the back of this thing. The back's already pretty much taken out of this. As you can see, if you're familiar with scrapping TVs, that's all this is like a picture tube that's in a television and even a computer monitor. As you see, you got the copper that's in there. I'll be pulling that out, and here's a couple of metal bars that holds the TV in place. There's a few of them in there, and then you drop down to the back of this video thing, and as you can see, you got some wires, you got some more metal right there. That thing right there is pretty much weathered. That's where the coins drop in when you deposit the coins to play a video game. And then of course we got a cord here. This is basically insulated copper. I'll be snatching that out of there, as well as you got a motor right there, and that'll be coming out. Those things, you know, typically are heavy, weigh a few pounds or so. And so I'll be stripping this down, and let's see what we get out of all of this. Oh, and what I was mentioning earlier, here's the other one I got here laying in my trailer with some other scrap metal, and that one even has a ball on it. But I'll be taking care of that one, if not today, tomorrow. But of course, this is one of those ones where you shoot pow 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 pow. They had the guns taken out, and actually I do have a few of those guns, but they're in the back in my backyard. And here's where you deposit the coins, which I was showing you in the back. So this is kind of a view from the front, and the coins drop right in there. Alrighty, let's see what we can do with this thing. Oh yeah, now here, this was already kind of loose there, and see, this thing here is pretty much is all metal. You got a loose piece of wood in there, and you got all the wires down there. I normally have my gloves on. I set them down somewhere. I don't even know where they are. But we got this bad boy. This is, I won't even worry about taking this off, but this is all in itself is a nice piece of chunk of metal. Weighs who knows, this is probably about 3 to 5 pounds. Oh, and I found my gloves. You know, anytime I'm dealing with this stuff, gloves is a must. Safety first, cause every time if I had a hammer. Make sure we still set. We still. Just took the back off. Got a couple of speakers. Speakers are basically scrap metal. Here's what fell out. Well, as the wire, that's insulated copper. And so basically, alright, this is a close-up of what's in this video game, minus the TV tube there. And of course, once again, you got this metal where all the coins go in. You got a, let's see, where's that? We got a motor right there I'm gonna be taking off, and then we got all this wire to pull out of here, which is basically insulated copper. And then of course, all the rest of it is wood. We'll be properly disposing of that, and we're done. Let's see what we got back there. This big old piece of motor here, these basically the same kind of motors you can find in microwaves and what's going on? Alright, taking out that.
Hey, look around.
Alright, here we go. This thing is pretty much all metal. Got some wires in it. Just pull those out. And we're done. Turn this in as all metal. So basically, let's see what we done pulled out of here. Alright. Here are the pieces of the wood from the video game, and got some screws here. Here's a piece of metal that I'm gonna have to add to the pile over there. There's the picture tube, then there's all the wires, and here's copper from off the TV tube. Can't remember what you call that. I know that has a name to it. Here's some of the speakers that was in there. That's going to be scrap metal. And then that piece of wire there, that insulated copper. And then the last thing I pulled off, where you put in the money to play the video games. And then here's my collection of screws. Of course, all of these screws and nuts and bolts didn't come off for this game, but as I take things apart, I put them in there. I got like maybe 3 or 4 of those laying around. They eventually get up to about 5 or 10 pounds of metal in itself with just those screws. And of course, they find their way to the recycle center. So there you have it. One video game broken down. And thank you for watching. Thank you for checking it out. Hey, this is one simple way you can earn some money by just scrapping metal and recycling, whether you got something small as aluminum cans, and that's what I used to do even before I jumped into this, or you got something big like a washer, dryer, refrigerator, or a video game. Take care. God bless you, and you all have a good day. Hey, I'm back. I just came out here to show the second video game I done broke down. This game wasn't a PGA Tour golf challenge, and this is the front of it. Got one of those balls in there. They tell me those balls can go for about $50 to $100. Of course, it's a little dusty there. I'd have to clean it off. And here's the inside of this one. Had to take all that out there. I thought I'd come out and show you all this before it got dark. Now this is how much wire was in there. This is basically communication, as they call communication wire or communication cable, as well as insulated copper, or I'm gonna say they call it communication copper, I think. But anyway, you know, this here, and these are, there's some USB cords in here, and here's one right here. They pay maybe just a few cents different than when you have an actual plug. And these things here, these were all in this video game. So there was a lot of wire, and still got the TV in there. I'm gonna have to pull that out and get all that wire out, and even the copper that's in there. And then of course you got the metal bars there holding it up, and some metal I've already pulled out of there. I've just been putting in this bucket, and this thing is feeling like it's about maybe 10 pounds already. So that was the first video game, and then this is the second. And of course I'm gonna get a lot more out of this second one than I did the first one. But of course, when it all comes together, it'll be a pretty nice chunk of metal. And then it's just to be a matter of getting rid of this wood, as well as the picture tube. And as you can see, everything that's still on there, you know, copper and all the wiring, and then of course got some aluminum in there, because this one has an actual board almost just like what's in the TV, and that was already taken out of the other video game, so I didn't have that in there. And that's about a wrap for tonight. So appreciate you watching. Take care, and happy Friday.